The Chicago Bears had a joint practice with the Cincinnati Bengals at Halas Hall today in the pouring rain. What happened at practice today? Watch this video to find out. Now, do you guys want to go to any Chicago Bears games this year and cheer on the team in person? I know I certainly do. I'll be attending multiple Chicago Bears games this year. This video is actually sponsored by SeatGeek, and with over 28 million downloads, they are the #1 rated ticketing app. They're the place to go if you guys need tickets to any event, okay? Not only Chicago Bears games, but concerts, MLB games, NBA games, festivals. They have over 70,000 events on SeatGeek, so a lot of different variety on the events that they have on there. And I've gone to Chicago Bears games in the past, guys. It is an absolutely insane experience, okay? The atmosphere there is electric, you know, talking to fellow fans and just cheering on the team in person is a totally different vibe, a totally different energy than watching from home. So I certainly will be purchasing some tickets from SeatGeek, and SeatGeek puts all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal. Each ticket is actually rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So if you look for the green dots, these are good deals. The red dots are bad deals. They actually help you out in that aspect and finding the good value, the good deals. That's pretty cool, and you guys know it came through for you guys as well. If you actually use code DaWindyCity, you get $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek using code DaWindyCity. I have a link down below in my description box. Make sure to click the link to download the app to get the best deals on events this year. What's up, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears training camp update video. I'm sorry I've not been doing these for the past couple days. This week has been super busy for me at work, so I did not have much time to really film a video, but I did want to get one out to you guys for today's practice because it was a joint practice with the Bengals, and there's a lot more value to be gained in these reps, in these practices, because it's going up against a different team, a top-level team in the Bengals. So it's really cool to see how you stack out against these top-level teams in these practices. And it was raining the entire morning, so fans were supposed to be at practice today watching along, but unfortunately it got rained out for the fans, and they pushed practice to later in the day around 1 p.m. Now, it was still raining pretty hard during practice, even after delaying it a bit, so it was not the best conditions to have a football practice, but it's always good to get practice in these bad conditions as well, because obviously during the regular season, you're going to have some games where it probably is raining at times, unless you're playing in a dome, but the Chicago Bears do not have a dome as of now, so, you know, we're gonna have to get used to playing in bear weather, you know, quote unquote. So, you know, good the Bears got that practice, good that Caleb got that practice playing in the bad weather conditions, but it seemed like Joe Burrow definitely did not have a good time going up against the Bears defense, especially in that rain. So, yeah, talking about the injuries, first of all, so we did not get any official injury report before practice, according to the reporters I follow on Twitter, but it seemed like Nate Davis, Montez Sweat, and Kyler Gordon were all practicing. All those guys returned to practice earlier in the week, and they have missed a lot of time early in practice, especially Nate Davis and Kyler Gordon, so good to see those guys back and fully healthy practicing in pads. And during practice, 2 Cincinnati Bengals players actually suffered pretty bad injuries. They got carted off. So Deontay Smith and Chris Evans from the Bengals got carted off with air casts, but thankfully for the Bears, only Terrell Smith got injured, and he actually walked off with trainers. So good that the Bears did not suffer any major injuries practicing in the rain. It was pretty slippery out there, so, you know, pretty dangerous conditions at times, but thankfully nobody got injured from the Bears side. But talking about what actually happened in practice today, guys, it was a dominant day by the Chicago Bears defense. They intercepted Joe Burrow 3 times today in practice. So, according to Jay Morrison, he's a Bengals reporter, he said that T. Higgins had 4 drops. There's a ton of other drops, probably because of the rain, and Joe Burrow got picked off 3 times. According to Adam Hogue, he said that I watched Burrow versus Bears, and the D won the day. Nothing happened downfield as the Bears secondary had things shut down. Jalen Johnson was especially impressive, and Kevin Byard had an awesome diving interception. Cincinnati did pop off a couple decent runs, according to Adam Johns. He said that safety Kevin Byard and Greg Stroman Jr. both intercepted Joe Burrow, and then according to Johns again, he said that Tremaine Edmonds and Jalen Johnson nearly had picks of Joe Burrow too. Edmonds almost had his during the 2-minute period. His teammates were yelling at him. So 3 interceptions of one of the best quarterbacks in football. That is a damn good day by the Chicago Bears defense. I'm not sure who got the 3rd interception. Adam Johns only listed 2 guys that got picks, unless Kevin Byard or Greg Stroman got multiple interceptions, but that is some really exciting stuff if you are a Chicago Bears fan, okay? It's good to know that other quarterbacks, other offenses are also struggling against our defense in practice, because I know that some Bears fans were kind of panicking when we got so many reports about Caleb throwing picks and our offense looking like a mess sometimes in practice against our defense. But the reality is, guys, is that our defense is just that freaking good, okay? They shut down one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best offenses in football. And yes, it was raining outside, which undoubtedly is going to help out the Bears defense. Any defense is going to be better in the rain, but still, like, Jalen Johnson had some fantastic coverage he played in practice today. Like, it seemed like he locked down his side of the field and barely got targeted. Our linebackers were out there making big time plays. We had so many almost interceptions as well. So if I am a Chicago Bears fan, I am getting very, very hyped about this defense. It has the potential to be a top 10, maybe top 5 defense if the pass rush can be better than expected. If the Bears go out and add a pass rusher, which they very well could. Okay, we tried to trade for Matthew Judon. If you guys missed it, last night the Bears actually offered a 3rd round pick to the Patriots for Matthew Judon. Unfortunately, the Falcons got their offer selected instead of ours, even though they also only offered a 3rd round pick. But I guess the Patriots thought the Falcons are going to be a worse team than the Bears are going to be this upcoming season, which, thanks for the compliment, I guess. But we did not end up getting Matthew Judon. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But it does tell me that Ryan Poles is trying to add a pass rusher, whether that be right now or maybe at the trade deadline. The Bears could have another pass rusher on the roster pretty soon, which if they do get another star, or at least another above average player on the other side of Montez Sweat, with the development of Austin Booker, with the development of Gervon Dexter, this could be a very, very good defense. Okay, the secondary already is one of the best in football, in my opinion, okay? Especially if Tarek Stevenson, if Kyler Gordon continue getting better and better and better as they have, you know, recently. How do you attack this Bears defense? We were really good against the run last year, one of the best run defenses in all of football. Against the pass, we led the league in interceptions. Like, it's going to be very difficult to move the ball against this Bears defense, which for having a rookie quarterback, that is so beneficial to have that top 10 defense behind the rookie quarterback, so Caleb does not have to go out there and throw for, you know, 500 passing yards and score 50 points to win the game. Okay, Caleb could have bad games and still win games this year because we have such a top level defense. So really impressed by how they completely shut down the Bengals offense in practice today. Again, I know it was raining outside, which undoubtedly is going to help them out. And they also did not have Jamar Chase out there. I believe he's not practicing due to contract negotiations. So again, the Bengals could have been better with Jamar Chase and with, you know, it not raining outside, but that does not take away from how good of a day the Bears defense had. And you should be very excited for the Bears defense if you are a Chicago Bears fan. But switching over to the offense and talking about how Caleb and the offense did, it seemed like they had some ups and downs. So according to Nicholas Moriano, he said that the play of the day for the Bears offense was Caleb Williams throwing a perfect pass to Keenan Allen on a fade route in the back left corner of the end zone in 11-on-11s for a touchdown. Allen created separation at the line of scrimmage, and Williams delivered an accurate 8-yard pass. Allen did a nice job of getting his feet in bounds on the reception, which I'm sure the Bears are going to post video of this later on tonight on their social media page, so look out for that. But it seems like a fantastic throw by Caleb. Caleb and Keenan Allen have been on the same page the entire training camp. Like, they've connected on touchdowns so many times up to this point, so good to see them doing it against an opposing defense, the Bengals defense, you know, finding some room in the back left corner of the end zone for a touchdown on the fade route. Good on Keenan Allen making a big time catch. Good on Caleb for delivering a big time throw. Also, according to Moriano, he said that on the 7-on-7s, Caleb Williams had his first pass intercepted by Jermaine Pratt in the middle of the field. Seemed like it was not a good throw by Caleb, but then Williams connected with Keenan Allen on a drag route in the middle of the field. Williams then hit Allen again on a short pass on the right side of the field, and then the last pass was an incompletion to Rome Odunze on a short pass to left flat. And then Moriano also said that in 11-on-11s, Caleb Williams hit DJ Moore on a slant route for a 10-yard touchdown. Moore beat Bengals CB Dax Hill on that play. Good amount of separation on the route from Moore. On the previous offensive possession, Rome Odunze also beat Hill on a slant route. Williams hit Odunze in stride. So yeah, it seemed like the pick was pretty bad. It seemed like the offense also lost the day in the 2-minute drill. The Bengals defense did better than the Bears offense in that drill, but otherwise, the Bears offense seemed to have more success than the Bengals offense did in practice today, which, you know, that says a lot of good things about our offense, that going up against another pretty good defense. The Bengals do have a lot of talent on defense. the fact that we did do pretty well against that defense at times and still scored multiple touchdowns, still moved the ball down the field, tells me that we should be expecting some good things out of the Bears offense this season as well. Obviously, it's going to be a learning process. Like, Caleb is not going to be a superstar right away. Most likely, it probably is going to take a little bit of time for him to really adjust to the speed of the NFL game and kind of work the kinks out in this offense. But we saw in the last preseason game, like, Caleb is ready to be making some big time throws, some big time plays at the next level. He has so much talent in him, and working with guys like Keenan Allen, like DJ Moore, like Roma Dunze, this is the best supporting cast a #1 pick probably has ever had in the history of the NFL. So, it's really exciting being a Bears fan right now because we have so much talent on both offense and defense. Like, maybe for the first time in my life, like, the Bears have the chance to have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense at the same time. That has never happened in my lifetime as a Bears fan. I was not around for 1985, so I never saw that dominant team, with the fantastic run game that we had and the fantastic defense. I've only seen teams like 2013 when we had a top 10 offense but a trash defense. I've seen 2006 where we had a top defense but not a good enough quarterback. Okay, Rex Grossman was not a good enough quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Could Caleb Williams be? I sure hope so, right? Like, he's already proving a lot to me in his young career in the NFL, and obviously he has to play real games that matter for me to really crown him as being a top quarterback. But there is so much to be excited about with this kid. And speaking about Caleb, guys, he will be playing in the upcoming game against the Bengals on Saturday. So Matt Eberflus just announced recently that starters will be playing on Saturday. I'm not sure how long they will be playing. He did not specify, but I'm assuming it's going to be a couple drives just like last time. It's not going to be a whole half probably, but maybe a full quarter they will be playing, which is really cool for Caleb to get the feel of playing at Soldier Field, because he has not played at Soldier Field up to this point, and playing on that surface before week 1 starts, I think it's going to be pretty beneficial to him and to the rest of the starters that have not really played on Soldier Field that much. So yeah, I'll be having a preview video out for that game tomorrow night, just talking about what to look forward to in that game and what to watch out for. And again, I'll be at that game myself, so if you guys see me, definitely be sure to say hi. I'd love to talk some Bears football with you guys. But that's it for today's video, guys. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about the updates from today. I'm probably not going to have any more of these practice update videos just because now it's getting very repetitive. Like, I'm kind of talking about the same things. I did a video today just because it was a little bit different, practicing against a different team. But going forward, I'll probably just be doing the preseason videos and talking about just other, general news updates regarding the Chicago Bears. So yeah, leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.